All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Green 80. Green 80.
53's the mic. 53.
Bortles now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
All day, baby, all day.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tight left, tight ends left. Hey, we are.
Now the first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
3 down.
And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
4 down. Check out. 380. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Five, 6, 5.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Luck now on second down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To your right. You got 4.
3rd and 2, Luck. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Bortles going to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the Colts coming out now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. A shotgun snap for Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On the roll.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Locke throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Rolling. We're rolling. Alert.
Luck on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
Here we go.
What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing is Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'll go.
To throw, it's Bortles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's all right, it's all right.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Lucy, Lucy.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Throw left, throw left.
4 down.
Set. Green 80.
Mike, 53.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Green is set.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, it's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
We got 4.
Check out. 180.
Now McGuire. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Check out. Wide 60. Rolling. We're rolling.
He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
4 down. Alert.
Lucy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Tight dog.
Bortles now to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trips left.
The pitch to Fournette. And some room to work. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
77.
On 1st down, Bortles under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
You.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Bortles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Mike 39, Lucy.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We got 3. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st down, Luck. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Luck. And that is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Lee's got it over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Get him, boys. Hey, hold it, hold it, hold it. Check.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Okay, we got four. We got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Spread left, spread left, spread left.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. There's the first NFL catch for DJ Shark, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0.
53's the mic. 53.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So right.
Mike.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. Here's Bortles to throw. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
11Z. Mexico, Mexico.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Luck. They shakes him off, and this will be incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On.
3rd and long, it's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
11. 163.
Luck on first down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
You got 4. 36. Twelve.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Tight, watch left. 4 down.
380.
trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Fournette. He spins free. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, let's go. 77. 4 down.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucy. 4 down. Check.
Fournette on the counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
76. Let's go.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles completes it to Lee. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Hey. We got 4.
Here we go.
Bortles now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
4 down. Check. 53's Mike.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
77.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Mike's 39, Lucy. So right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Tight end right.
following the fumble recovery. Here's Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
3rd and 2, Luck. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, 83 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You said that before. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Bortles. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
73.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Green 80. Spread left.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, you got 3.
Spread left.
Kill.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
11.
3 down. Hey, check.
Bortles. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here we go.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
Alert.
They begin the drive with Hines. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
165. 11Z. Hurry.
Off of play action. Luck. Now he's forced, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check out. Ready. 12.
Now Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
12. Go ahead.
Hey, get him. You got it.
Here's Luck. Now he's flushed out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Miles Jack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Check out. 180. 11Z. To your right. 11.
To throw his luck. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Bortles now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Green again.
Now Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, spread left, spread left.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Bortles. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville 1st. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On second down, here's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
12, 12, 12.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Shut up. Green 90.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
3 down.
Back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right.
4 down. Check.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Sunday.
4 down. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jags, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they